It's a sad fact of life that at some stage we all lose close family members. We all have to cope with the grief and emotional turmoil that it brings. But if the loss of a parent or sibling comes when you're a child, the effect can be life-changing. Same is true, of course, if you're a parent and have to cope with the death of your own child.
Because of what I was going through, I couldn't deal with it, didn't know how to deal with it, so it just ended up in arguments all the time, and it just sort of got to the point where I thought, this can't continue.
We went round to see my dad one day, and nobody answered, and couldn't find him anywhere or anything. So we had to phone the police, and they found him in the flat, and he was just lying on the floor.
4.5 years ago, I lost my husband, unfortunately, suddenly, in terrible circumstances. The next day I went home and told my 8 and 10-year-old children that he died and their dad had died, and it was probably the worst time I've ever experienced in my life, and I know that they had the worst experience of their life. 12 months later, my son wouldn't let me leave the house, my daughter was in denial. The worst thing was that your children are broken and you can't mend them.
I never thought I'd lose my first baby. I never thought of people losing babies, and it was really hard to have lost something so special.
This is where Edward's Trust comes in. Since 1989, this Birmingham-based charity has been helping children and families to cope with their devastating loss.
I'm Peter Dent, and I'm founder of Edward's Trust and chair of the trustees. Edward was my son, and he died from a tumour, and through his illness we had a lot of support from the hospital, the carers at the hospital, and from the GP practice. But when he died, we found that we were very much alone, and we had to deal with our grief very much on our own. So through that grief, we realised that there was something that we could do, and that was to set up a charity to help to support families in a similar situation to ourselves. And that's how Edward's Trust was born.
Each individual who seeks help from Edward's Trust is unique and therefore receives the support and counselling that exactly reflects their particular circumstances.
It had to be someone that got it, someone that got me, and someone that understood the pain I was going through.
With Paige come to the centre, she bottled all her feelings inside, and she just turned into another child. She was naughty, and because she didn't know how to express herself. So with Maisie, they offered to come out to a school, so they come and see her every Friday at the school. Oh, Edward's Trust have been fantastic. They've done everything that they can to help. And
the time after our daughter died was a very personal time for me, and I was supporting my wife, but also needed an outlet, and that was something that Edward's Trust was able to give me. It took me a while to come around to it, but I thought, yeah, let's give it a try, let's go and see a counsellor, and I've not looked back since. It's been incredible.
Bereavement will affect people in many different ways, but one thing is for sure, as you'll hear, the help and support offered by Edward's Trust is often a vital and essential part of coping with the loss of a loved one. Edward's Trust has an outreach programme that provides support to bereaved children in schools. It also offers training to help teachers or other school staff care for grieving pupils. There's an ever-increasing demand for our respite bereavement care services with adults and therapeutic activity weekends for children. It provides a time to be away from home and engage with others experiencing the same bereavement issues.
There's not many services that can deal with and are specialised in dealing with this type of bereavement and loss.
I was sinking because I couldn't mend my children, but with the support I had here, they helped me, and they helped me mend myself. And
Without Edward's Trust, it would have been a much harder journey.
I got involved with Edward's Trust because I believe in the work they do, helping and supporting children and families who are experiencing the worst times of their lives.
Their support for us has just been outstanding, really. Yeah, every time I walked out that door, I felt 10 times better.
Yeah, it's made a lot of difference because like coming to counselling's made me improve my attendance at school and my work. It's taught me how to express my feelings and it's helped me like show sadness in a different way.
I hope by hearing the stories of those who experience firsthand the support, the care, the professionalism of Edward's Trust, you will see why Edward's Trust needs your support. Thank you.